Yo. New episode.
Episode 12.
12.
Happy Cinco de Jinko.
Right, Cinco de Mayo. What up, everybody? It's your boys with no cred. It's your boy, AD.
It's your guy, DC, checking in.
What's going on, folks? It's your boy, Mike. We're back at it, another installment.
Yes, it's your new favorite, your favorite sports podcast.
Your favorite
sports podcast. And we got a lot for y'all today, man. Oof, what's the title? Flagrant or no flagrant? So,
Flagrant, but not that flagrant enough.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? So,
do we start off with the?
We might as well, because I think that's gonna be everybody's mind. Because if we know
I've been
now,
wanting to talk about the rest for a long time.
I don't talk about the zebras, man. Nobody gives a damn about the zebras.
You gotta talk about the black and whites, man.
Nobody blowing that whistle and ruining games. That's what this is.
But the early news from today: Dillon Brooks suspended for Game 3 due to the flagrant foul of Gary Payton III. He was ejected early in the first quarter. Memphis still held on to win the game without their starting guard, but he will not be available for Game 3.
Do you agree with the suspension? Or is it too much? You think the ejection was enough to get out of that game? And you think this is too much of too high of a punishment? I think it's fair because of the injury. I think if Gary Payton doesn't get hurt and he continues to play, they don't suspend Dillon Brooks, right?
Yeah. So what's the rule? I just have to figure out, what's the rule for the flagrant 2? I believe you get ejected, but is it also a suspension after that game?
Anything above the shoulder.
No, I'm saying when you commit a flagrant 2, is it usually a suspension after that game?
No, it's not an automatic. Draymond had a flagrant 2 in Game 1.
And got ejected, right? He didn't get suspended.
Not suspended.
Right. I don't understand what makes this a little bit
Well,
different.
I understand the reasoning behind it.
I mean, Steve Kerr and
it's the baby child of the NBA here we're talking about. We're talking about the Golden State Warriors, a team that obviously has been dominant, the past decade, and a lot of fans, a lot of revenue generating sales for the National Basketball Association. And I just think the way Steve Kerr attacked Dillon Brooks at the press conference, I knew within the next 2 days he was going to get suspended, bro. It was over, defenseless player going up, breaks his elbow pretty much.
Basically,
people were bringing up the fact that he's not on a guaranteed contract, so he can't even showcase his skills anymore. He may not get a contract next year.
He definitely get a contract.
So I think
somebody gonna get him.
Yeah, somebody will pick him up.
Golden State staying with him.
That's the reasoning behind the suspension. I don't think it warranted the suspension.
Yeah, because I figured Draymond was a little bit on the same level where he hit somebody across the face.
Draymond's worse.
And he throws somebody, he
so it's like
and pulled him down.
So the only thing is, like I said, my issue with the Zebras or with the NBA is be consistent. If you're gonna do that, suspend Game On basically for Game 2, and do the same thing. I mean, with Dillon Brooks. So that's my only thing. Yes, it's unfortunate really that the injury happened. Luckily for Brandon Clark, he was able to still be healthy and play in this game.
Right.
It just sucks that, unfortunately, Gary Payton tried to break his fall, and he landed very awkwardly, and that's not a great feeling. So he's 3 weeks of probably having that arm wrapped up. We'll see. I don't know. I don't consider both guys big focal points for the teams to move forward. Like I think both teams can still succeed without both those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, but to answer your question, I just need the NBA and the refs to be consistent.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that's confusing me. If you're gonna call a flagrant 2 and eject somebody, all right, but we can't just pick and choose who we're gonna suspend.
Sure.
Like I said, the impact of that is just really different because this could propel Golden State to definitely get Game 3, and then that could change the whole series.
Right.
So my guess is, let me ask y'all this: if this occurred in the regular season, would you get suspended?
Possibly.
I
think so too. Possibly in the regular season.
Think so?
Yeah.
Say it was like against like the Rockets.
Yeah, I think Draymond also gets suspended if it was a regular season as well.
Yeah.
But I guess since he has that cachet and they know who it is, it's like
playoffs.
It's like we're just gonna find him.
Yeah, it's quite tough, man.
Yeah.
The climate that we're in, because back in the day, there's no social media, there's no big press conference. Like guys just went home to their family, went back, got ready for the next game. But now everyone has an opinion and a voice, and you're gonna push the NBA's hand. So,
well,
like I said, be consistent.
Right.
We got dealt with.
Well, let's talk the game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk the matchup. Since we're already talking about let's talk about the series. We're already talking about Golden State and Memphis. Let's talk about Ja. Ja dropped what? 47.
Impressive.
Carrying the ball though. I need you to stop doing that. Please.
What's a carry?
Yeah, what's the carry? What's the travel? What's going on? But job, man. 47, and you make it look easy. And look, to you, no credit family, that is not easy. What he's doing is spectacular, is amazing, very highly athletic. A guy that's doing it multiple ways. Pulls. He's going to the basket. He's pulling up mid-range, shooting a three. Man, John Morant's here. But is this enough for Memphis? That's my question to Mike. I'm looking at Mike right now.
Oh, is my time to speak here?
Yeah, is this enough?
What are we talking about?
You think this is enough to get past?
Ali, what are we talking about?
To get past Golden State? You think Ja?
No, what team? What's the team?
Ja has to do this.
The Memphis Little Bears.
This man has to drop 40 every night.
You know, guys, I don't like to gloat, but I've been trying to tell you guys, the tide is turning around. Okay, we're getting rid of this Golden State reign and this defenseless Stephen Curry who can't play defense and has a great defense behind him, finally getting exposed. But all jokes aside, 47 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, impressive. Like you said, 5 threes, which is something that he didn't really do much consistently in the Minnesota series. Struggled from the field. He had a couple bad games, but it's only up from here. He had 34 in game 1, 47. I see he could potentially get 50 if this defense of Steve Kerr does not adjust the right way. But it was very impressive, and he could continue to carry this team as far as maybe 6 games. That's what I'm giving it. I have to see around game 5 or 6, then I could really tell. But I would like to see Memphis push it to 7, but right now I still don't think they have enough to answer your question. Okay. They don't have enough. I'll be real here. I know I've been on the hype train all year, but Desmond Bane does not look like Desmond Bane. Jaren Jackson had a solid game 1, very good game 1, I should say. Didn't really do much in game 2, but Zaire Williams, I want to see his emergence. He made some big shots, but they're gonna need some help. He's gonna need some help for sure.
To stay on Ja, I want to pose this question. So, is he, or has his player already shown that he's a superstar in this league? To do something that only LeBron James and MJ.
Yesterday.
We spoke about this. I say no, not yet.
He's not a superstar yet.
Not yet. No.
So let's say possibly if he wins this series.
It's a part of his accolades.
Yes, getting to the conference finals.
He needs more accolades.
People are saying that's a historic game that he had. That's going to be a part of history.
Yeah, well, I mean, he joined LeBron and Jordan
MJ,
as the only players to score 45.
I thought it was Bean. Bean's not on that list too?
Oh, was it?
It's Bean.
Oh, it's Bean.
It's Bean and LeBron.
And LeBron?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. MJ, I'm sorry.
That's some good company to be in.
R.I.P. Kobe.
That's some good company to be in. But to touch base on that series, man, if you want to talk about that, Josh's performance, to have that heroic performance and only win by 5. That's tough. That's you're gonna need that every night. And like you said, Bane is banged up. You don't know what you're gonna get from Jaren Jackson every day. And I believe at the end of the day, Clay, Poole, and Steph are not gonna shoot that poorly again. And also they did their job, in my opinion. They stole 1 from Memphis. They did their job game 1. Yeah. Stole 1. Now they're going back to Golden State. With suspended Dillon Brooks, so nobody's gonna get hit hard. And we'll see what they do from there. But so far now with the games, the series tied 1-1. Who y'all got in this series? Mike he's trying to build the ship. Nah, you're going down that ship.
Who do I have? I still want Memphis.
He jumping ship.
He's
sticking with that shit.
The series. I just given this news with Dillon Brooks, it's kind of bad though because on the road you kind of need guys that have a little bit more solid experience. He was one of the more experienced players on that team, so. You're going to have to ask a lot from Melton. You're going to have to ask a lot from Bane, Zaire Williams, Tyus Jones.
Kyle Anderson.
And they can answer the call. They proved it. But like y'all been telling me all last week, it's against Minnesota. This is going against the Warriors.
This is not Minnesota. All right?
This is not Minnesota.
This is not Minnesota. You miss on a bad defensive play? Cash.
Not Minnesota.
I saw Steph baking the 3 though. That was a little wild.
You feel me?
That was a little wild.
My man tossed that up. He threw up a prayer and went in.
That was wild.
Hey, the bank is open.
Shoot or shoot. Yeah, exactly. Shoot or shoot. So nah, man, that's a fun series. I feel like if they go back and forth, we're watching basically the young guard versus the old guard. If we want to call Steph the old guard.
Well, can we talk about the next Western matchup, man?
We're going to Dallas, right?
Yeah.
This is going to Dallas.
Yeah. We gotta go there.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Nah, man. Tired of hearing of this guy.
You ready to talk about
what guy?
The point guard, Chris Paul.
Point fraud.
Okay. Luka Magic, my fault.
Okay, no, we ain't gonna talk about Luka right now. Luka gonna have to wait. All right, Luka Magic, relax. Take a seat on the couch, cause listen to me, cause I'm about to go in on Chris Paul.
All right.
All right, let's talk about it. How old is Chris Paul? 37.
40.
Yeah, pretty much 40.
40 years.
You know who just tweeted the other, I think earlier this morning or either yesterday? Kendrick Perkins. You know what he said? He said Chris Paul is the same age as me, and I'm over here doing animal stuff. You know, terrible. Yeah, some bad takes on First Take. You know, yapping. Well, Chris Paul is on the floor being a floor what? A floor general.
Point guard.
All right, the point guard. All right, let's talk numbers right now. I had to do my research so I could bring up the speed. Mike Ayala over here. The Pelicans, that Game 6, that phenomenal performance, man. Let's go. Perfect.
Shut
14 for 14 from the field. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Man, spectacular performance. All right, but that's not it. That's not enough. Let's move on. Game 1, what he had against Luka in the first game. Played 29 minutes, had 19 points, 5 rebounds, shot 53% from the field goal, 3 assists, 40% from 3. Okay. Game 2, 36 minutes, shot poorly in the first half. Yes, 1 for 5, but also showed up in the second half. Finished with 28 points, 6 rebounds,
11 to 16,
8 assists. All right, 50% from three-point. Come on now, Chris Paul, the point guard, the floor general, he's here. Orchestrating the offense, doing what he needs to do. And you know who you got at the 2? That man, that bucket, D-Book.
Now we're talking.
All right.
Now we're talking.
What do you mean now we're talking?
Sorry,
you just
you put me to sleep with that little poem you wrote to Chris Paul there, brother.
Oh my goodness.
Now
I think the question is posing like guys like Chris Paul. Do other teams look ridiculous for not picking him up when you're signing guys like James Harden or Russell Westbrook?
Absolutely.
Because now,
you gotta see how players age.
I'm sure the Lakers could have definitely loved using Chris Paul.
Absolutely.
What do you mean?
Didn't we talk about this before?
What do you mean?
I feel we spoke about this in another episode.
Chris Paul would have made them 10 times better.
Wouldn't have worked.
Y'all would have had the best record.
I know that, but it wouldn't have worked out.
Well, what do you mean?
Because Chris Paul needs his own team, man. He can't.
That would have been his own team.
Nah,
he would have let y'all.
LeBron is not taking backseat to nobody.
He definitely is.
He's not.
You don't think in that situation?
He would have definitely took it to Chris, because Chris would have put him in the best position.
All right, so he would have, but imagine if AD still consistently got injured. You're looking at Chris Paul and LeBron as 2 perimeter defenders on your team. You're gonna get chopped up, bro.
Some of the greatest.
You can't stand in front of a lot of guys.
Some of the greatest two of the greatest passes in the game right now.
Yes, but you're saying with AD, right?
Yes.
I assume.
No, not even with AD. Even if AD went down, I feel like Chris Paul is good enough where he makes the players around him even better. When you talk about Phoenix, you look at Cam Johnson, Cameron Payne,
right.
DeAndre Ayton. He probably would have made. Who's y'all center for real?
Stanley Johnson.
He would have made Stanley Johnson at least more comfortable, bro. Stanley Johnson would have been a solid piece.
LeBron and CP would have worked out, but I feel like what y'all saying.
But also too, LeBron's playing more off ball with more trust.
True.
You got Westbrook.
But I think like the teams he went to though, they took in his personality. Like OKC, he took OKC to the playoffs.
Yes,
right. You know what I'm saying? They took in his personality. Now you go to
who,
Phoenix.
Who did he have around him in OKC?
He had Gilgeous. That's it, really. And Steven Adams.
It was Gilgeous, Steven, and us. We was playing with him.
What about Dort?
I was at the 2.
Lou Dort is a good defender, man. Let's not discredit.
Everybody here can hack somebody. We can hack.
Nah, Lou Dort is a solid role player.
We can hack.
I see y'all point though.
Yeah.
But to rebuttal this guy, and I don't want to be a hater, but y'all know me. But listen, Chris Paul, when it matters the most, he just somehow, some way, just becomes invisible. And I saw it last year against Milwaukee. He had a great Western Conference run. The way he closed out the Clippers and Pat Bev. I loved every moment of that.
I definitely agree with you.
I loved every moment of that. But for
me,
like, and it is more so a challenge, not a hate, but like, I want to see him do it against the Bucks. I want to see him do it against the Celtics. I want to see him do it against the real contenders. Like, I know you can handle the Pelicans and the Mavs. That's all good. But when it's crunch time, I want to see you step up to the plate, CP, and really take over, because you kind of, become invisible. Even the days against OKC.
You can't downplay Dallas, though, because who do you like over there? Luka, right?
Yeah, but defensively, bro, I'm talking about defensively, like, going against, a solid, like Drew Holiday, for example. Drew Holiday took him out that series completely last year.
Now, he took Devin Booker out the series.
Both of them.
Yeah.
You know, so but that's my only ask. But he is balling right now. I'm gonna give him his flowers. You know, I'm not gonna be a hater or anything, but I want to see it when it matters against the big teams.
I mean, he's shown that he can do it. So I feel like we just give him some time.
Yeah. You gotta stay healthy.
Right, and hopefully they don't run into Milwaukee again. That's a bad matchup
Hopefully
for them.
they don't run into a Golden State.
That too, because I think Christian, he's gonna start seeing ghosts. He's gonna do that dance again. He did on the sidelines, so he's gotta be ready for that. That's this. Let's talk about the series though. Dallas and Phoenix. Currently, Phoenix is up 2-0.
Yes.
Luka's playing crazy. He's first time in the second round.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do y'all feel about this whole series? What's going on right now? Is Phoenix really dominated, or is this Dallas doesn't have enough?
Dallas don't. It's both. Brooms, bring them out.
This reminds me of LeBron in Cleveland, man.
Giving
Brooms.
You giving sweet vibes?
It reminds me so much of LeBron in Cleveland. Like, it just, from a standpoint of like one player being so much better than what's around him, and it's not a discredit to Jalen Brunson, not a discredit to Dinwiddie. They're great. They're good role players, but like, he's averaging 40. Do y'all realize that? I was reading the box score with DC before he got here. Game 1, 35. Second game, 45.
They can't go on him.
We can't take that lightly, people.
They can't go on him.
Right now, if Luka were to get eliminated from the playoffs, he'd be the all-time leading scorer in the playoffs, bro. Ahead of MJ. So the talent level is there. He just needs a 1B alongside him. You know, they want Jalen Brunson to be that, and he can, but Phoenix has long wing players. He's not going to get those shots.
Not only that,
he had against the Jazz.
Right. In the past 2 series, Jalen Brunson he can't play the first half. He's been getting in foul trouble.
That too.
Both games we've been watching, he gets like 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes of the game. Man. Send him to the bench, they bring in Spencer Dinwiddie, and now Dallas has to play catch up. So I mean, hopefully, if Jason Kidd makes adjustments though, so they can figure out something.
I don't know. Because they are kind of with DC, man.
Still not enough.
Kind of with DC.
I just feel like they can beat it. I just feel like with the foul trouble, guys are getting out early. I don't know if y'all like yesterday's game before y'all was waiting for y'all to pull up. There was a whole bunch of fouls being called. Jalen Brunson just did a lot of, young stuff to get himself in foul trouble. Yeah. And they need him to be on the floor.
But he has to guard now this series, bro. He
didn't have
to guard last series. Last series, who was he matched up against? Mike Conley, Royce O'Neal. Those aren't people that are going to take the ball at you. Now he got to guard Book, CP, like.
Nah, you can stay with Jay Crowder. Not nothing against Jay Crowder. I'm just saying he's not taking guys off the dribble.
That's true. That's the only guy he could check though, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Mikhail's not taking guys off the dribble either. The thing is they're getting
that's sneaky. He's sneaky with it, low key.
But they're getting in foul trouble. That's what's really hurting them. Dallas
I'm with DC, bro. I see a sweep.
Brooms.
I see at least 2.
I don't see an answer for 8. And even if you're able to shut down,
yeah. How much? How much?
He had a strong game.
He's averaging like at least 23.
Yeah, yo, you saw what McGee did. Like, yes. That's all I needed to know about that series. Once you let McGee steal the ball and go coast to coast, you're gonna get swept. Like, I'm sorry.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
No, definitely, I get that. So you guys got Dallas getting swept. Yeah. Phoenix Suns potentially playing. Maybe.
Unless Luka goes ballistic and has like 60, bro.
He will. He wanted to fight a fan. Did y'all not see that? He's about to give this work. Somebody's about to get worked in Phoenix. He said what?
I saw him talking shit to Mo Wagner though.
No,
he was like, "You're a pussy." You're a little pussy. He's like, "You like that? You think you tough?"
Nah, that's funny. Nah, Luke,
crazy.
I think Luke will get them on at least.
All right.
But
you gotta head out east though.
Time to head to the East Coast.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk that first nice matchup. I'm not gonna talk about the other one. A little bit, okay. But let's move on to Boston versus Milwaukee. Tied up 1-1. What's up? How y'all feel? Giannis came out dominating the first game, right? Deep. We all saw that highlight. Tossed Tatum off of him.
Word.
Threw him down. Dunked on.
Off the back.
Laid it up and won. Mm-hmm. But then it was no show. Game two.
Game 2, yeah.
Got blown out.
And then Tatum and Brown. How what is it that they average? Or like this
25 each.
Yeah, they combined for 59.
Yeah,
Jaylen Brown had 17 in the first quarter. Made Grayson Allen touch earth.
Yep.
It was looking bad.
But they had this is the 6th time they did that.
Yeah.
Averaging 25 each.
I mean, Russell Westbrook and Durant did it the most, but
bro, that number is insane. That number is 9?
Yeah. Pass the ball, Kobe.
That's just 2 young elite players right there.
Yeah, they did it 29 times. JB and JT did it 5 times. Shaq and Penny Hardaway did it 6. Jamal Murray and Jokic did it 6 times.
And I think they're gonna get more.
Yeah, and Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker did 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Paul
Drew Brees, yeah, when they was bumming it up.
Wow.
Now my question for you guys for this series: how far do you have it going, and who do you have winning?
7. I said it. I said it last. I said 7, and I said Boston. Boston edge it out. I feel like you're really missing Middleton, bro. Like, y'all are missing that piece to hold y'all together. Take it out of Giannis' hands majority of the time. Yeah, I got to rely on a lot of role players to step up. Well, and also Holiday.
Right.
So
that's what I was going to say.
That gym teacher ain't winning it, man.
Come on, man. Let's not.
That gym teacher ain't.
I'm still sticking with my original.
The phys ed teacher.
I'm going with the Bucks in 6. I think
Wow.
I think they take both of these in Milwaukee.
Just how you see them play last game. You think going 6?
Things get different in Milwaukee, man. That's all I'm going to say. And like I said, I really like this Boston team. They are very deep. They have a lot of players that could check Giannis. But for me, I think the moment is too big for Jaylen Brown. The moment is going to be too big for Marcus Smart. Brooklyn, they didn't face any adversity against Brooklyn at all. It was a cakewalk. They got punched in the mouth in game 1, responded well in game 2. We expected that. Their back is against the wall. But now, going into Milwaukee, I think they're going to sleepwalk. I don't really think Grant Williams is going to score 21 off the bench in Milwaukee. I don't see that happening. If you need Grant Williams, 21 points from him to win a game.
It's like a Bobby
The
Portis.
fact that y'all gave up 21 points to Dillon is just, you should talk to yourself. You should. That's what we got to work on internally. You gave up 21 points to
Don't
Grant
worry.
Williams.
In Milwaukee, we're going to come back out with the same fire because Drew Holiday is still an all-star caliber player.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have to take out Tatum or Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He took out Tatum early in the first half. Brown got loose. We could live with that. I don't want Tatum doing it to me. If Brown could get 17 in the first quarter, the game was a lot closer than what the final score showed, bro. There were a couple foul calls that Giannis was going to the rack, but they were down by so much the refs weren't calling it. And I'm just like, yeah, I know if it was a closer game, I would call this. So I think in Milwaukee, things will be a little bit different. I think Giannis will come out more efficient. And I think they're going to go back to Boston up 3-1, to be honest.
I don't know, brother.
I'm going 7. And I got to pull the audio because I remember a man that said, a team was going through so much adversity when they went to the playoffs and they got eliminated. They went as far as going to the Eastern Conference Finals and getting eliminated. That, this is their year because they're getting better. And, that team that faced a lot of adversity made it win the championship last year, like the Bucks. And for example, Boston's nucleus has been there before. With JT, with JB, with Marcus Smart, and with Al Horford. So I'm leaning towards them because I feel like now is their time. And fortunately, that Chris Middleton not playing gives them that edge because they're missing that 20 points per game. Between Grayson Allen and what's the gym teacher's name? Pat Connaughton. It's going to be really tough to get those points and those
You're not
buckets.
relying on them. You got Drew Holiday.
I understand. Yeah, but I'm saying you already had those points.
Champion.
Yes, you already had those points.
You're telling me all these names. They haven't won any championships. This team is a defending champion.
All right, but I have to pull the audio, like you said. Before they won that championship, they faced a lot of adversity before winning. And this is that test. If Boston wins this, they get
Atlanta
to
was
win it all.
also a test. We finished Atlanta without Giannis.
Yeah, they need Giannis to beat Atlanta.
Yeah.
Come on now. That Atlanta team was good.
Y'all did not need Giannis to beat Atlanta.
Okay.
You know that. You
were calling me like, you saw the injury, man? It looks kind of bad.
That was nasty because it looked at that. But y'all didn't need him. But what I was going to say is,
I feel like Middleton and Holiday was enough to beat Atlanta.
And I feel like
I think Drew and Giannis is enough to beat this Boston.
Both these teams know each other, in my opinion.
They
faced off many times.
I feel like Tatum, the tandem, bro.
I just feel like now,
whoever Drew takes out in Milwaukee, the other part of the duo will have to show up. That's all I'm gonna say. And I think Budenholzer is content with let Jaylen Brown shoot 30 shots. I'm content with that as long as Tatum doesn't go off. That's their best. That's the best player. I almost said y'all because y'all going for the Celtics, but Tatum is the Celtics' best player. And like I said, Jaylen Brown. Hats off to you. Great first half, first quarter. Made Grayson Allen touch the floor. But in Milwaukee, I don't see you doing that, bro. I don't see that happening.
They play. This is going 7, and the last game is where? Boston.
It's tough.
It's going back.
Stole game 1.
Yeah, they're gonna steal one game, and this is going nip and tuck, bro.
So, but the way y'all talking, y'all making it seem like Milwaukee is down 0-2. They did what they had to do.
Yeah, but I feel like you give them confidence.
And this is not Brooklyn. That's what I'm trying to say.
You give them confidence when they blow you out, lock you up.
Nah, bro. You get confidence when you win game 1 of the
And look at the stats. Giannis is shooting poorly in game 1 and game 2.
Had a triple-double in game 1.
Shot poorly. Same thing with Ja. If you shoot poorly and still get a triple-double, I don't care. You shot poorly. You hurt your team when you're taking all those bad shots.
It's not bad shots, bro. He has to be more aggressive because K-Mid is down. Listen, guys. We've been here before. We can do it again. Once Middleton saddles up and is ready for the conference finals, we'll send Boston the postcards.
I gotta get there first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta get there. You got them in 6.
Boston,
you got them winning maybe the
You gotta get there first, man.
Boston.
Yeah.
You talk about Tatum. We talk
the
about
defense,
this is Boston, bro.
Somebody wrote on the agenda, the defense has done a good job on Giannis. He's shooting a poor 39% from the field goal, and 1 for 6 from 3. Also, Drew Holiday is struggling in game 2 in the series.
I'm just letting the people be rewarded with what they want to hear. I'm not going by that.
You hear that?
Bro, numbers don't lie, bro.
Again,
numbers don't lie, bro.
Great job.
Okay.
But this ain't Brooklyn. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not.
It's not.
The best player on the planet right now is not in the Celtics jersey.
No. Well, we'll see. We'll find out after the series. It's going to be a fun one. So you got Milwaukee in 6. You got 7s over here.
I got 7, and I got Boston taking it.
Whoever wins the series going to the finals.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
Well, we could get into this next topic. Actually, that's a nice transition.
I'm gonna take this one. As a series, I got a question for y'all. So of course, the next series in the East is the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Almost messed that one up. Yeah, yesterday. But my question for you guys: is it worth right now? Currently, the Heat are up 2-0 against the 76ers.
Yes.
If you're Doc, if you're Daryl Morey, they're gonna evaluate Joel Embiid. He's been out with an orbital fracture on his face, and he has a headache.
And also hand.
The ligament in his hand.
You need surgery for that, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys bringing him back?
No. Too much of a risk. You thinking about long term now. You're down 2-0.
This is a potential MVP.
Now you're down 2-0. And then you have no help. I mean, except for Maxey.
Maxey
the only individual
showing
showing
up
right now on that team.
Team.
Right? And you had that fat man, James Harden, who is just lost. Like, he lost his powers. They in Looney Tune land, bro.
Nah, that rule really affected him.
Yeah,
that rule change.
It's over.
But bro, it's bigger than that though. Like
yeah.
So if I'm them, I think long term, you're not getting past the Heat. You're not playing very well offensively outside of Maxey. That's it. You don't bring Embiid back. You prepare for next year and think about your future right now.
So should we be on alert with the Heat, or this is just something like this is the matchup is favorable because Joel Embiid is hurt?
I think the matchup is favorable because you don't got the MVP out there.
Yeah. Right.
I think you have a healthy Embiid right now.
This is a whole different series.
Yeah, hell yeah, whole different series. Yeah, I feel like James Harden will maybe be more
less pressure on
presence.
Yeah, less pressure.
So it's a cakewalk for Miami.
Just watching game 2, he's not playing with that attack mentality. I don't know if he really had that before. Or he was just being a flamethrower.
He's done. The poll said it 100%. Not one person, not one person believed that he's like capable. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Uche. He's washed. He takes the under all his stats.
Oh my god.
But also, are you as Embiid? Are you thinking like I kind of just want to sit on the side, like mentally? Would you be thinking that? I just got hit in the face.
I want to play.
That's what I'm saying. That's competitive.
I would play. I mean, I personally would play him. Because, like you guys have been saying, the Heat, you talked about good defenses. They have a very good defense. What they did to Trae Young in that first round, I think people really didn't understand. They completely had him done. 1 of 10, multiple turnovers, shaky with the basketball. So that defense is exceptional. But if you're Embiid, as Ali said, your potential MVP, you got to show the city, you got to show the fans, we already had one superstar that didn't want to play. I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to come back and play. Win or lose or draw, And like I said, too, it's a fair chance. If Maxey could give you 25 to 30 and B give you 25 to 30, you're competing.
James Harden.
You need Harden to give you at least 18. Tobias Harris had 27 in game 1 as well, so he has his spurts.
Him and James had to play better.
Right. Yeah. So the series is they're up 2-0. Miami's up 2-0. Right. If it was 1-1, then I'm considering.
Right.
Maybe if they take this next game, then you can consider more all right, Embiid, are you ready?
Right.
Now if they go up 3-0, absolutely not.
Yeah, once it hits 3-0, no.
Right.
So let's talk about their opponents. Miami Heat. Shout out to Tyler Hero winning 6th Man of the Year.
Yes, sir.
Everybody knows, the pack was in the mail with this one. But about that game 2, you got Victor Oladipo coming off your bench.
He's been playing well.
Exactly. You got Tyler Hero.
Lowry hasn't played.
Lowry even hasn't played yet. So are we undervaluing Miami right now?
I feel like they haven't been tested.
Thomas Adamas hasn't been in the finals.
He does.
Yes.
He did.
So that prediction is it's getting closer and closer.
It is. But like DC said, they didn't face anybody, in my opinion.
Yeah, you go to Atlanta and you got a banged up 76ers.
No, but Atlanta didn't have Capella either.
Yeah.
And then now you got potentially facing 2 great
Philly
teams.
without Embiid. So, like,
between Boston
and Milwaukee, yeah, that's tough. Like, Boston versus Miami would be an ideal series, but I feel like Boston will win that in 7.
Yeah. Like 6. I give them 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
The talent level is just because Miami is a really good team, but same thing with Toronto for me. I don't know who's gonna be the closer. Like, I know Jimmy can do it, but offense is not his strong point. You know what I mean?
Think, like,
defense is his strong point. Lowry's a little bit older. Mm-hmm. Max Strus is the new Duncan Robinson now. Like, they just have a lot of players that, like, I feel like wouldn't get much burn on other teams, but they fit Miami's system so well. So, like, shout out to Eric Spoelstra, like you said, like, he does a great job coaching the guys to play hard. But I think they don't have a closer. Like, Jimmy could make big shots, but I think Jimmy doesn't. That's not his strong suit. He'd rather play some defense. But yeah, we'll have to see them against the big fish to really determine that. You know?
Definitely. Nah, that's a great series, especially with the playoffs going on. Four series left, and then we're gonna be down to 2.
Yeah. So
the best four teams left soon. So I'm excited to see what happens in the next couple of days. Unfortunately, today there's no basketball.
Yeah.
So gotta wait for the weekend, and it's kind of depriving. What else? We could probably.
So y'all want to go for like game 3 predictions? I guess.
Yeah, let's go with game 3s. Like, game 3 predictions. Call it here live.
Kind of round this up a little bit. We get back west. So I want to start with Memphis and Golden State. I think that's gonna be
blowout. Blowing the doors.
You saying a blowout?
Blowing the doors wide open.
Really?
Yeah. Splash party.
That or I'm taking Golden State for the W.
Splash party.
Game 3, Golden State.
Gary Payne's injured. That arena's going to be rocky.
I got this game going to overtime.
Wow, bold.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than people.
You and the Cubs, man. You gotta let them go.
What do you mean?
It's alright.
What are you talking about?
So you and the Cubs.
Bro, so what? Like, you guys are so high on Boston. They tied the series. Why are y'all so down on Memphis? Like, it's the same scenario. They lost.
This is not Minnesota. I'm gonna let you know that.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
And it's funny
different caliber players too. I'm talking Steph, Clay, Paul.
Steph was not Stephen. He shot a bacon 3.
Andrew Wiggins killed Brandon Clark.
He still shot poorly from the
field. We still looking for Brandon Clark, bro. There's an APB out for his.
Honestly, with me and
I don't see John Morant dropping another 40 bomb.
Nah, I see Morant getting plus 30 every game, or mostly every game in this series. But for me, what Golden State is, I know they have a lot, but I feel like Kerr doesn't have a comfortable lineup yet, because there's points in the game. I see Kevon Looney, I see Kuminga, I see Otto Porter, I see Damian Lee. It's hard when you have so many like impactful role players to find out a real rotation. Whereas for Memphis, I think anybody that comes in, they're young, they push the ball, and they play hard. Mm-hmm. Like, they know their role. Well, Golden State, I still don't know the others.
No, I think everybody has a defined role on that. 3-and-D, most of the guys that come in there, Andrew Wiggins, Otto Porter, Kuminga. Looney's mostly there for the big bodies when they want to like bang and
right. Pick and roll.
He's been into a lot of foul trouble early too.
That's when I don't know how with Jaren Jackson. I mean, maybe because Jaws and I'm driving at him, but that team, like I said, this is a well-coached team. They've been there before, so they'll definitely figure it out.
So you got a blowout.
The game 3?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Blowout.
I see a good game. I see Golden State taking it.
I think Golden State is going to win it overtime.
Okay.
I think it's going to be close.
It's going to be close? John might get his, but I just think like everybody else is going to be tough.
I think Steph drops 30 plus.
30 plus for Steph.
Yeah.
I think Clay will bounce back.
Clay as well.
He had a poor shooting game. They combined for 5 of 16 from 3.
And Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole was only 1 of 7 from 3 though.
Come on.
And Ja made him touch earth.
Come on.
Yeah, doing the bachata.
That spin move was
bad
wild.
day. It was a bad day.
That spin move was crazy.
Hopefully, amnesia and forgets.
All right, so we'll see. Game 3, Memphis, Golden State. Ali got a blowout. DC, close win for Golden State. Oh, I don't know. You got Golden State.
Yeah.
And I got OT Golden State. So.
All right.
That's so dangerous
Right,
to say that.
we gotta do
breath.
we gotta do the post-it notes.
Right.
Like inside the NBA. We gotta post it right here.
Mm-hmm. Nah, definitely gotta
stamped.
I'm surprised you're saying that either. But next series, Dallas, Phoenix. Who takes game 3?
Sweep. Phoenix.
So DC said a sweep.
Yeah, I'm with DC on the
Sweep, bro.
Yeah. I think
Like
Luka's
what you
gonna
said.
come out very hard and like try to will his team to victory, but the role players, you can't rely on Reggie Bullock, Dorian Finney-Smith, like
I'm not relying on those guys. Luka is gonna will his team to a win.
but Ali. There's
Will.
no one else that could score but him.
What did I just say? Luka. This is the Luka Mavericks team.
He can't play both sides.
It's
bro.
the Luka
So,
Mavericks team. Luka Mavericks.
it's the Dallas Doncic.
Yes, exactly.
Dallas Doncic.
He will get them there, okay? Listen, when he was about to fight a fan, I just know why. He's on demon time. He's not playing.
Bro, I'm not discrediting that, but bro, how much is he gonna have to score? 50? 55?
Yep.
So Jalen Brunson has to at least give me 16.
20.
No way.
He can do 20.
That boy is in
If he
shambles
stays-
right now.
No.
He's in
As long as he
shambles right
stays out of
now.
foul trouble, bro, I'm telling you.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
Devin Booker is not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, but Luka's not, bro.
They got him in shambles right now,
You
man.
think so?
Yes.
I just think he gets in foul trouble. Once he figures that out, he's gonna be in better position.
And Jason Kidd is publicly calling out the team like, Luka's here to play, but nobody else is showing up. I'm still waiting for the team to show up.
Yeah. Like I
I'm
said,
sorry, guys. I'm with DC. I'm going Suns in 4.
Sweet. Y'all heard it.
Sweet.
2-1.
Whoa.
Watch.
I thought you was going to say it's going to be a close one, but the Suns will win. Dallas?
Yeah.
Tough.
You heard it here first, gentlemen and ladies. Not in any specific order. Ali's going with Dallas in Game 3.
You heard it here live.
Sweet. All right, next matchup.
Boston, Milwaukee. In Milwaukee for Game 3.
Okay. I see this a close game.
Music to my ears.
Very close game. And I got the Celtics.
Music to my ears.
I got the Celtics taking this game. And taking
Bro, really for me, it depends on the physicality of how the Zebras are feeling. What I mean by Zebras, ladies and gentlemen, I mean the refs. I don't know if Boston can get away with the same physicality they had in Boston.
Yeah, true.
But if they can play physical, it's a close game. But I think in Milwaukee for Game 3 only.
Yo, how you lose to them with no Marcus Smart?
No Marcus Smart. He should be back too. They're gonna squeak out with one.
Y'all know how I feel about Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going.
No, but you got who? I'm sorry, but who's his replacement?
Derek
White,
Derek
and
White.
Payne Pritchard.
Yeah, so you had them cooking you up, bro.
Like I said,
It's
you know
tough.
how I feel about Marcus Smart. So
But he was.
they
playing.
played. Jaylen Brown was able to have more freedom because Smart was not playing. That's why he had 17 in the first quarter. He didn't have a 6'4" dude telling him where to stand. He was able to get the ball where he wanted it in his spots.
Put him in
comfortably.
position.
Yeah, so they're better offensively without Marcus Smart, bro. It doesn't take a astronomical to know that. Defensively, yes, he does improve the team, but yeah. So you say you have Milwaukee?
I got Milwaukee close on Game 3, only because they're gonna be at home, and I don't know how that whistle's gonna be, but I feel like Giannis coming down the lane could get a quick one, and then, like I said, they gotta edge him out. Spread 1.5.
I got Milwaukee big. I got a vintage Giannis 39, 18, and 7 game when he just dunking on everybody to prove a point to these little niggas. Oh, excuse my language. Sorry, mama. To prove to these kids I'm the best player on the planet. Y'all not going to let Daniel Theis and Robert Williams scare me.
No, don't mention that name.
And Dillon,
No,
a.k.a. Grant
no,
Williams.
mention that other name.
What other name?
I'll hope for giving him
Bro,
fits.
it's Game 3. He about to tap out.
He's giving him fits,
You
bro.
already know. Look at Blake Griffin last year for Brooklyn. That's what Al Horford is for that team.
Blake
bro.
Griffin
the
was hurt.
elder statesman.
Blake Griffin was hurt. He didn't even play a single
Bro,
minute.
I guarantee. All right, I give Al Horford under 12 points this game.
Say less.
He's gonna be bricking them threes. You saw the way he was shooting
Listen,
in Game 2.
But he was locking Giannis up, shooting horrible. He got Giannis taking threes too Too many threes.
Don't worry about it, bro. My boy gonna be in the lab. Vintage 39, 18-7, Milwaukee big. Y'all say Golden State big? Nah, Milwaukee gonna win this game big.
Okay. Game 3 in Philly, Miami Heat. Potentially Joel could play. We don't know. He has a hand, face. He's messed up right now.
Right.
But who y'all got in Game 3?
Got Miami.
Tight game with blowout.
What did Harden have last game?
It was not Harden. It was actual Max.
Max averages 26.5.
Yeah, he's backpacking.
So I got Miami. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be.
Can the role players play like that? Yeah, we'll see.
So game 1, Harden gave you 16, 5 of 13 from the field, and then 20 points, 6 of 15 in game 2.
And Maxey. You got Maxey stats? I know Maxey had like a 30 plus.
He backpacking.
Yeah, game 1 he had about, I think he had like 19. In game 2 he had about 34, 33. So
I got Miami, bro.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Heat. Maybe if Maxey could get you 40, that'd be your opportunity, which is unlikely to happen.
Yo.
But
Maxey get 40.
Yeah, 34, bro.
This man.
Yeah, 34. James Harden had 20. He went 6 of 15.
Who's guarding that man? Who he cooking right now?
Everybody.
Everybody's getting
Really, he's really attacking the basket.
So
that's
the video of that layup he had.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Attack the basket because
that was tough.
the starters for the Heat, Jimmy Butler had 22, Bam had 23, but
that laugh was because it's like Maxey is the only one and
holding it down.
We're missing somebody.
Tobias Harris and James Harden, the vets. You got a young guy.
I'm not expecting Tobias Harris.
James Harden right now. That's why it's comical.
I want to save it for a different podcast, but I want to actually have this question since we're over here right now. This is the last thing before we get out of here. So far in the playoffs, who has impressed you or surprised you so far?
We already touched on this, man.
We did?
Hey, we're going with Ja.
Ja Morant, bro.
Ja, by far.
Tyrese hasn't impressed you, I know?
Yes, but
I feel like he's came out of nowhere really showing I belong in this league.
Yes, that's great. But Ja Morant, 47, 8-8. This is his third year?
Closing games and winning games?
Year number 3, right? Same draft as Zion.
I don't really buy those Minnesota highlights. I was like, it's Minnesota.
I mean, forget Minnesota. Against Golden State.
Golden State. 47.
No, game 1 he had 34. So he matched Maxey's 34 against garbage time Heat
and Ja
against Golden State.
47 is way better than that 30.
And not to mention, 18 points in the fourth quarter, by the way. So he's
and closing out games, like I said, closing out games. Big time shots.
I've been trying to tell you guys, it's not on national television. He's been doing this all year, but now it's on national television. So everybody's like, "Wait, this guy is
watching." I've seen it.
I'm saying 5 threes.
This is Ja's world. We're just living in it.
I saw a post the other day, John Luka, but I'm not gonna push it that far.
That's crazy.
I will not push it that far. We cannot give him that much.
And a couple.
Yeah, both have.
And a couple.
Both the guys just got to the second round.
That's what I'm saying though. It took Ja. This is second
year.
Second.
They lost last year.
Did the play-in, right?
No, they made it to the playoffs. They were 8 seed against Phoenix.
Yes.
So, all right, let's say both guys have successfully made it to the second round.
But you going with Maxey? That's your answer?
Cause I feel like he didn't have the attention that Ja had.
Nah, I knew he was a bucket though.
Yeah, but he didn't have that notoriety that Ja has around him. Ja's an all-star, potentially all NBA player.
Well, he's playing behind Embiid, bro, so it's hard.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm impressed with him. You got two other vets.
Game 1 against Toronto, he had 38.
Exactly, you got 2 other vets on your team, and you're outshining them. That's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, it's not producing to wins like Ja Morant is.
He's about to get the big bag.
He's coming out, and I told you.
I mean, he's the future of Philly right now.
Once they got rid of Ben Simmons, I told you he was going to stand up. I told you.
You said it at least 15 times.
He was taking away his minutes.
No, this dude tried to say Tyrese Maxey was going to go with Ben Simmons when they traded.
That's what the early rumor was, bro. They were saying Rich Paul was trying to put that on the table for teams. Wow. You didn't even talk about this guy.
Well, who won the trade?
No. Give me a prediction for Miami Philly, bro. Yeah. Game 3.
I got I said it depends on Joel plays, but I do got Miami winning. They got too much for.
All right, now we'll do some house cleaning. Ben Simmons,
yes.
Back surgery. Be ready by training camp. How do we feel about this trade now? Because we're watching Harden flame out per usual. Ben Simmons was never ready to play.
Triggering.
So this was a tactic by Rich Paul, clearly. Nobody would want to trade for him. They knew he had a back injury. But now that it's the off season, his team has been eliminated. He has a surgery.
The team Team had to know, right? You think?
He wasn't talking to them, bro.
You think that's a cause for some concern for like?
I mean, I think
the
team wanted him to play, but he knew he had the back problem, and they thought he was playing, and he wasn't. But he really needed the surgery, and that's
I feel like he knew.
Yeah, they cut ties. But he had to put on the impression that he's still playing, so his trade value wouldn't dip.
And I guess doing all that extra video stuff, pointing at. I'm sorry, that's not funny, but bro, like. That is.
We ain't laughing at you, man. We laughing at this guy right here. What you got to say about this?
I'm sick of this man, bro. Let's stop talking about this man. I'm not talking about a man that don't play basketball. He don't play basketball,
surgery, bro.
Yo, you do not. They pay. He's getting paid millions of dollars to be fly on the bench.
There was something wrong with his back, bro.
Okay, it's triggering. I'm sorry. I don't want to give like. I'm gonna come up with a list of people I don't want to talk about because I feel like it's a waste of time. It's AB and Ben Simmons is right there. Right?
We ain't even get there. We
ain't saving
the football for.
Yo, it's just like.
No, you didn't. Yo, this bro said did he send the video?
Yes.
He sent me this video.
Yes, bro.
Yo, I sent it to you too.
Yes, bro.
You saw my boy.
Yo.
I sent it to you. He was getting stirred.
What's he still doing and why?
He's promoting a music video. Bro.
Why is he here?
This album is fire, by the way. The song with Young Thug.
Are you kidding me, Mike?
Y'all doing what Thomas doing right now. Are you kidding me? Y'all sleep.
Nah, are you serious? You listen to this man rap now? Oh my god.
That's the
this man is on another.
That's a CTE anthem right there. Man, what?
No way.
Oh my god.
We got a song with Favi too.
Stop, bro.
Bro, all I'm saying is tell me a football player that got a song with Favi and Young Thug.
Nah.
And Kanye. He working with
They
Kanye.
don't have songs with them because they playing football.
Stop that.
The rest of them playing
Odell will get on the track with Favi.
Where's Odell? He's worried about playing football.
He's at the Suns game.
He's worried about playing
dapping
football.
up D-Book, trying to get a contract.
Off season, bro.
Chill. He's chilling. That's
off season.
So we are doing a little house cleaning.
I don't want to talk about Ben because I feel like it's a waste of time. Until he gets on the court and instead of putting up these highlights talking about, did you get that dunk? No. No.
You said that?
Yes, did you not see that, bro?
Yeah. Did you get that?
Nah.
He dunked it and actually he told the guy, did you get that? Yo, bro, get away from the camera.
Why Philly ain't want him to get the back surgery though?
Because he's, bro, I seen an article on Basketball Forever, great source. Ever since his days in LSU and back, his home country don't even fuck with him.
I saw that, bro.
Yo,
who wants to play for Australia, bro?
But it's not about that. Y'all had a great roster. Patty Mills, Joe Ingles, Andrew Bogut. He could have been the face of that. And they could potentially
lost. Go ahead, just say it.
Yeah, no, they would at least win a silver or a bronze.
I would.
But that's
do you think that team could beat Spain?
Yes.
No.
Yep.
Bro,
they got enough size to bang with him. And then you would have had him at the 4. You would have had him at the 4. And you know, guys play different.
Do you remember Matthew?
Yes, I know, bro.
Guys play different when we play for
Are you aware that the starting point guard for Australian national basketball team is Matthew Dellavedova?
Nah, this is Patty Mills.
Matthew Dellavedova is the backcourt mate, bro.
Patty Mills, though.
That's not winning you no bronze. That's winning you 5th place.
I'm telling you, that's when you're a top 3, bro. The Aussies, don't sleep on them. But from there,
right,
he basically he doesn't want to take that extra step to be that guy.
So in LSU, he decided he didn't want to play. Like, he just to increase his draft stock.
That was the weirdest time I ever seen a guy ever go number 1 overall on the team. Didn't even make the NCAA tournament. But they didn't even make the NCAA tournament.
That is true.
So
he's not a winner.
So
I don't. He hasn't played ball in 2 years.
So let's backtrack to the question. Oh wait, question again. Cause for concern.
Oh no, I asked how do y'all feel about the trade? Considering that we see Harden falling apart, like usual, to see Ben really needed back surgery.
It's an equal trade.
Who fleeced who? Like,
I can honestly say nobody got finesse. You traded garbage.
I think
for
Brooklyn
garbage.
finessed Philadelphia.
Nah.
Because
let's see how Ben Simmons comes back from surgery.
That's what I'm saying too. That's what
potentially you got to see.
But even if James Harden was around for the Boston series, I still think they would have got swept.
How long,
considering how he's playing right now.
Yeah, but I just think both guys are heading in 2 different directions. I haven't seen this man do anything in the past 2 years.
But when he does play, he's first team all defense.
That's what
he's a good playmaker.
That's before he was triggered.
But he can still play defense, bro. It's a shooting. We all know what the root of it is.
We'll see that. We'll see.
Do we even know anybody that ever had back surgery?
Well, I know what you mean.
And PJ, he's not even doing well either. He can't play full season.
He's been hurt since he was like in college.
But I'm saying though, once you mess up your back, that's it.
This is Simmons' first major.
Bro, you talking about your back?
He's like, how old is Simmons? 26.
He wasted 2 good years.
27.
He wasted 2 good years.
Bro, he'll be fine with
All
modern
right.
day technology.
That's what he keep telling y'all. He put out that stupid video. I'm working on my jump shot. I'm working on my game, and what?
Bro,
we don't see.
He'll be ready for training camp.
You know how much
and we're
you
gonna
need your
see
back?
a revamped Brooklyn team.
So y'all fools, man. Don't be a fool.
Bro, I'm not.
We'll see a
I'm not getting
Brooklyn
fooled,
team.
but like back surgery sound.
It's not it, bro.
Serious to me, bro.
He need back surgery from sitting playing Modern Warfare all day. That's why his back hurt. That's why his back. We gotta check his KD. See if he's doing anything.
Probably nice, bro.
Cause you can't be
He been
trash.
playing with Karl Anthony Towns.
It's a .5.
You didn't see when he the clip of him and Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah,
That doesn't help
and
your case here, bro.
If you're playing COD,
The
you're
fact
not,
that he's playing
you're not
Karl
seeing
Anthony
me.
Towns
I'm the
is
GOAT. I'm
Losers.
the GOAT God out here. All right,
Yeah,
come find me.
man, we'll make you quit. We'll make you quit Call of Duty.
In facts.
Feel me?
Nah,
But,
we're gonna run to Ben
But
resurgence.
hey, I guess speed recovery
Definitely.
to Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
hopefully
he
his
really had an
surgery
issue.
is-
So you were right with the mental health report.
Right.
So hopefully he gets better. He can play ball again.
Yeah, it comes back healthy, and we do see something. But you know there is potentially.
Respectfully retire.
You dragged it.
Retire. Figure out what you want to do with
Wow,
your
bro,
life.
that's Simo Savage right there.
Figure out what you want to do with your life.
Bro, I don't know.
Do you want to play ball or do you want to just be a model? You go be a
Why you
model.
ODing?
I'm not ODing.
No
This
models are first team on defense, bro.
was first team all defense. When he played. He's not playing. You keep talking about a man that has not played.
All right, you was real adamant over here.
You were adamant about
I'm
Benny.
sick of it.
bro.
Y'all not sick of it?
Listen, man, we doing house cleaning, bro.
I seen
So
so
get
much.
it off your chest.
Every year I seen videos of him working on his jump shot, no progress.
Yeah.
I seen videos of him trying to working on his game, no
He
progress.
hasn't been in the league, what, 6 years now? Same draft as Brandon Ingram.
And you saw BI got better.
Absolutely. But
Did BI not get better?
he's been healthy, I guess.
Exactly.
So
And BI has been through worse than what he's been through. You ever played on a LeBron James team? Good luck to you. You get dragged through the mud. You play with LeBron and you a role player or you a sidekick? Good luck.
Nah, good riddance. Other house cleaning, NFL's coming soon,
Yes.
right?
And our NFL
Yes.
takes.
Gonna work on
And
that.
yes, all of that is coming. Please tune into the Instagram as always. We're gonna be posting polls for the matchups. Please go vote. All
Definitely
right.
comment.
Subscribe to the YouTube because this is going up.
Subscribe.
All right.
YouTube, no credentials. Instagram, no cred podcast. TikTok, Snapchat. We'll get into that later, folks.
Coming
Just bear with
soon.
us.
Coming soon.
Yes, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see y'all next time.
Yes, episode 12 is a wrap.
Happy Cinco de Drinko.
Yes. Be
Deuces.
safe.